Hey little warriors, Anthea here. I hope you're having a beautiful day, whatever it is you're doing. And I just wanted to share with you something that I just went through with a client. So I have a client who had a little bit of abuse as a child, quite severe abuse as a child, and now has, hey Alex, now is in a situation where he has met a beautiful, he's with a beautiful woman and he lives with her and her children, and he is, there's a little boy in his life. So his son, his stepson, who triggers him, and this little boy is mirroring back to this man the things within himself that he needs to work on and heal. Hi, Evelyn. And it's really tricky because usually if we have inner child trauma, we do a lot of things, like we do everything we can to kind of avoid looking at that trauma. And when there's a mirror standing in front of us, it can be really hard to do that, and it can lead to feelings of frustration and not wanting to be around that person. And so this little boy is mirroring back to my client the things within himself that he needs to heal. And one of the things that triggers my client is the fact that this little boy, he doesn't show a lot of self-care, like doing his hair before he goes to school, or looking after his things, or the way he looks when he gets dressed. And so this shows us that this little boy is potentially picking up on the things that his father's doing, which is not valuing himself and not really, nurturing himself. So he has low self-worth at the moment. So my advice to my client was, with the hair, because the little boy doesn't care about doing his hair, I said to him, how about for the next month you do his hair for him? Yeah, he's probably waiting for somebody to come and nurture him. And usually people who have low self-worth, that's what they want. They want people to come and nurture them and take care of them and give them that love and affection and show them how it's done, because usually we have low self-worth because it was modeled to us. We don't just have it because, we decided we were going to be that way one day. So everything that we take on is usually modeled to us in some shape or form. And so instead of pushing this child and saying, go do your hair, come on mate, it's time for you to go to your hair, and being disciplining them or pushing in that way, if you're struggling with this, try and do it in a different way. Try showing them how it's done. Come on, mate, let me go do your hair for you. Yeah, so my advice to my client was to do the boy's hair for a month. Every day, go do your son's hair. Take him into the bathroom, show him how it's done, do it in a loving way, and then at the end of it, give him a kiss on the forehead. And what that's going to do is that's going to teach this child, one, how to do his hair. It's going to teach him about self-worth. He's probably going to get compliments from people saying, hey mate, your hair looks really good today. He's going to get compliments, and that's going to feel uncomfortable for him, but then it's probably going to begin to feel good for him. And it's also going to show him that when his hair isn't done like that, how different he feels. Yeah, when you how different the polarity of feeling good when I take care of myself as opposed to not feeling so good when I don't take care of myself. So if you have a child who is struggling with self-worth or doing something for themselves that you're just like, why can't this kid just do this? Then my advice to you would be to help them. Spend a little bit of time doing it for them, not to give your power away, not to give in to the child, but sometimes, sometimes kids, hi Lola, sometimes kids struggle with things and they just need our help a little bit, and especially if it's a self-worth thing. If you carry low self-worth, there's a good chance that your kids will be carrying it too. And so it's our responsibility to change that, and it's our responsibility to teach them how to have self-worth. And in my client nurturing his son in this way and showing him how to do his hair and doing his hair for him and nurturing him, it's going to also nurture him, because how we treat others is a direct reflection of how we treat ourselves. So if you're angry at your kids and you're criticizing them, or you're judging them for the way they're doing things, or you're disappointed in the things they're doing, it's usually what's going on in your head about you as well, because the way you treat people is the way you see things. And so if you want to change that, then you've got to change the way you see things. So instead of seeing someone who frustrates you, you begin to see someone who needs a little bit of love and support, needs a bit of care, needs some tenderness. And so that's usually what you need to change within yourself first as well. So I hope this video has helped. Sending you all lots of love. And if you're around later today at 12 o'clock in a couple of hours, we'll be doing another little warrior lesson on forgiveness. So I look forward to speaking to you all then. Bye.